I do want to go into Perfidia, and I want to talk about, when it comes to Paul Thomas Anderson, he digs deep, he finds things, he goes back to Nixon and all these different histories too. So when you were building her together and talking about her, what were the things you wanted? How did you want her not only to present herself, but also how she saw herself in that time, in that place?
I mean, you know, this is a character that is very, very complex, so it made it fun. I love when I can dive into a character's layers, and I love when I can color coordinate them. I love that I can switch this color off and go into another color. Like that kind of shit is fun for me, But what made it even more fun is not only was she complex, but she was so textured and so flawed and so human. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a time like this where there's a lot of the movies are not touchable anymore. You know what I'm saying? And this movie is very touchable and again, it's very human and you could see yourself in it like, damn, they really fight one battle after another. They just like, shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just
For
like the
sure.
battles that we fight. And I also love how beautifully open-ended it is as well. Like you still see at the end, you don't know what anybody's fate is. You just like, well, damn, we just see when we get there tomorrow. You feel what I'm saying? I think it is so beautiful and it's so necessary right now, especially in the climate of the world today. You know what I'm saying? And how relevant this still is, knowing that this has been in the works for 20 years.
For sure. Well, talking about the ending, having open endings. I mean, there's two things that I want to know at the end of this. First of all, why didn't we see Sensei Benicio del Toro kick someone's butt? Like I wanted that so bad throughout. The second thing, which I confirm with other people do. Second thing is, Perfidia too. So where do you think she landed? Maybe not as a person, but mentally after coming out of that. Where do you think she landed there? She sent a letter, she's done all these things, but where do you, as someone who kind of embodied her, think she
Yeah.
landed mentally?
Honestly, I think that letter was so emotional because you can hear in her voice that she reflected a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you can hear in her voice that she knows she made mistakes. You can hear in her voice that she knows she was flawed. You can hear in her voice really the accountability, you know what I'm saying? And wanting to know if this baby girl got love and if she's happy and if she's gonna try to change the world like she did. Knowing that, she failed, but she feel like Willow will not. And I think those are all important things. And can we ever make this right? This is a woman that wants to make it right, and I think that's what
Right.
make you want more because it ends with hope and accountability and deep reflection, mentally and emotionally.
I have to wrap really quick, but the last thing I want to ask really quickly is, that relationship between you and Leo as actors, as those characters, it only works if you both give each other the leeway to be those people. What was that conversation like? Because he needed to give so much to you to have that power in those moments.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, and that's what you call being present for your scene partner. I think presence was so important with this movie. There was no ego on set, there was no pride on set. It was literally just us being present for one another and really talking. Like on set, before we yell action, we're talking as Bob and Perfidia. Yeah, because Bob just really put his ear to the door and did not show up for you. How does that make you feel? You get what I'm saying? I'm just like, I didn't like how that shit made me feel. I feel like I'm in fucking survival mode. Like just the way we did it was really, really genius. And again, that's being present, especially in a space where it's like he's a legend. He don't have to help me. He don't have to guide me. He don't have to mentor me, but he chose to do so. And I'm so grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I think we all understand the bigger picture is to make an amazing movie, and we're all here for a reason.
For sure. Well, I absolutely love the film, and like I said, those open ended really makes it fun as well. In a
Yeah.
different world, I would like a second part to this, but Tarantino
Yeah.
with Perfidia and Sensei going out and like fighting a
Yeah.
battle somewhere, some small country. So
Exactly.
who knows? But anyways, hope everyone in your world is happy and healthy. We'll make sure to talk about
Thanks
this. Be
so
good.
much, Derek. Likewise. Appreciate
Thanks
you.
all.